there, it's Jackie Bolhuis from Klompen Stampers. Today I want to share with you one of Stampin' Up's all-inclusive kits. It's called Simply Citrus. Now I love kits because number one, they all come in these like cute, adorable boxes, but more importantly, a kit, all the design work's done for you. Now you can be creative if you want and change things up a little bit, or you can create the cards just like the kit. That's up to you, but they're great for making quick and easy cards. They're great for those of you that are brand new to stamping, or maybe you just don't have a lot of time and stuff. The kits are the way to go. Now this one is super duper cute, and it has, let's see, I gotta double check, 2, 4, 5 different designs in it. I believe you make 3 of each one for 15 cards total. I'm gonna go through the 5 cards and give you a few tips for making each one, and you'll see this kit's just super fun. Now, what's great about an all-inclusive kit is you get stamps, you get ink, you get adhesive, you get block. Okay, so if you're new, you have a block. You have everything you need except maybe a scissors. They're great for on the go even. So, and I also love to give these as gifts to people that are, maybe have never made cards or, they're just getting into it. So that's enough chit chat. We're not here to talk about all that blah, blah, blah stuff. Let's get to making these cute, adorable cards in the citrus kit. Hold on one sec. Let me flip the camera down and let's get stamping. Are you ready to make 5 adorable cards? Well, first let's just take a quick peek here. Our kit is on page 7 of the Stampin' Up catalog. There's actually 2 different all-inclusive kits. And remember, all-inclusive means you get everything. Now this is the 2020/2021 annual catalog. If you don't already have a demonstrator and you don't have a catalog and would like a copy of it, down in the link of this video, down in the description of the videos, there's a link that takes you over to my website. Click up at the top, it says catalogs, and you can request one of these and I'd be happy to send it to you. So let's set that aside and dig into our kit. Now remember, all inclusive. So we have stamps, we have ink, we have embellishments, we have baker's twine, adhesives. All I need is my scissors. And then there's the instructions. We're not going to go by this. It has pictures, but this is great if you're doing it on your own. But I think sometimes it's just easier to watch somebody actually make the cards. So I'm going to go through them, all 5 of them, real quick to show you how to put them together. So they all have these adorable printed cards. It's a full-size card, white on the inside, and some bright, fun colors here. And then there's all these pieces that they just come in sheets and you punch them out. I've punched them all out to make it easier here. So this one I think is probably one of the simplest. Well, they're all actually super simple. So a little bit of stamping and then putting together. So we'll go ahead, peel off the sticky stuff there. Now, if you want to, you can certainly adjust this, put this together a little bit differently. I'm going to do it pretty much like Stampin' Up's pictures, just to kind of show you how these kits work. So the ink spot, we have Night of Navy, and these spots are easiest if you use them upside down like that, especially for a little bit bigger stamp. And then this is just a label. It's got some nice stitching around the edges. Stamps sound very nice. So we have Thanks for Being You. We'll flip it over. We'll put some more dimensionals. I love they give you a nice, great big sheet of dimensionals, so you don't have to be skimpy with those. And then we're going to put that right on top of our little banner. And then we're going to add a baker's twine bow. Now, I did do the bows probably a little bit different than the pictures because I kind of have my style on bows. But I like to go ahead and double that baker's twine and then just tie yourself a bow, make a loop, bring it around and stick it through. Once you've done that, just adjust your ends here to get it the size you want and just kind of snug it up there. And then we can pull all 4 of those ends together, take that scissors, and we'll just trim them off like so. Now the kit has 2 different types of adhesives. We have those dimensionals, and then we also, I'm not liking how those loops are. There you go. We also have some glue dots. Now I found the easiest way to use these glue dots is use the tip of your scissors, pick it up, and wherever you want that ribbon to be or whatever you're sticking down is stick this down. And then there's that backing paper. And once you're on the paper here, that backing paper pops off super easy. And then it's just like dimensional backs. You get them everywhere. We'll stick our bow on there. And there is the first card. So let me grab the pieces for the second one. Okay, here's card 2. And again, you know, I like how we have this nice blue on the back. Look at how pretty that print is. Open it up. We have the nice white. And we'll start by just putting this piece down. Now, there also are these fun little flower embellishments. And we are going to put some of those on all 5 cards after we've put the card together. I found when doing kits like this, something that, like those embellishments that are going to go on all of the cards, it's just kind of easier to make all your cards, then come back and do that on all of them. So now let's peel this one off. And this one, we're going to use just a note. Now, you really could interchange all of these words if you wanted to. You know, use all the ones you want. Maybe, you know, you need to make a bunch of thank you cards or, you know, just a note. You could do, you know, the same thing on everyone. That doesn't matter at all. You do what you like. So just a note. And again, we'll use some more of those dimensionals. That's right up my alley, using lots of dimensionals. I also know I have some red ink on my hand. I don't know where that was from. I was stamping something else before I started doing the video. So there is our just a note, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a bow on. Bow is made, so we'll go ahead, use our scissors tip, and this one will just kind of stick, I think, right there. Now, you'll notice the samples on the instruction sheet. Again, these bows are a little bit different than how I did mine, but I just kind of... I like to just make the bow and stick it on. So there is the second card. And again, we're going to come back and put those embellishments on, so don't go away. Now, let's go on to card 3. Here's all the pieces for card 3. Now, this is introducing something super fun that you get to do on the last 3 cards, I guess, 3, 4, and 5. So we have our printed piece with these cute little lemons, but then there's the stamp that's part of the stamp set that is also a lemon. And we're going to just bring these to life. So we're going to ink that up, and the stamp fits right over the pre-printed paper. So this stamp's small enough you can kind of ink it up on the cube without, you know, picking it up. Line it up on there, but look at the difference it makes on these lemons. Now, you could leave this off if you want, but I just think that adds so much to them. And then it even has the leaves. So we can go ahead, ink up those leaves, and we got to keep kind of twisting this around to get it to go the right direction. This one's going to go like so. Notice how I'm turning this piece of paper versus trying to spin my right hand that has the stamp in. It's just a little bit easier that way. Let's see. Can't tell how that one goes. I don't know if that's right or not, but we're just going to fill it in like so. There we go. So there is that one. But look at the difference. Let's grab, here's one that I haven't done yet. But look at the difference once you stamp that. And we can grab our trusty dimensionals here. And we're just going to put some of those on here. We'll put this card together. Now, this one actually has a couple more pieces. So we're going to go ahead and... let's stick this. Which way does it go? I guess it really doesn't matter. We're going to go ahead and put it over towards the right a little bit. And then here is, that one has some stitching on it as well. And the stamp we're going to stamp our greeting with on this one says, "Hello, sunshine." So let's go ahead and ink that up. What I like about these clear stamps, it's super easy to get them relatively straight, we'll say on there, but that goes like so. Now, when you go to put this one together, you have the little blue banner that is going to go underneath that. Now, you could use those glue dots, or I like to just use a piece of Scotch tape. Go ahead and just go to the back side, kind of get that somewhat straight, and tape it on there. That'll work, and then we can go ahead and use more dimensionals. Oops, got a piece of paper there. I'm really getting inky hands. You know, I always say, if you don't have ink on your hands, then it doesn't look like you were playing in ink today. So we're doing a good job getting inky fingers. And go ahead, stick that on there so we can see our little lemons. And then we'll add our bow. Bow is made. We'll get our glue dot. I think this one, we're gonna come up here, stick it on there, just pop that backing off of it, and we will put our bow right there. Now remember, we have that embellishment we're gonna put on here at the end, so don't go away. Now, let's go ahead and bring in our next one, our parts and pieces that I already have punched out and ready to go. Sorry, I keep reaching in front of the video. I apologize for that. Again, we have a cute printed piece here, and we're going to just bring that to life using our ink again. And I mean, we certainly could use it like that. It's super cute, but then look at the difference. Put on that little bit of Night of Navy. Now, if you don't have it perfect on there, that is totally okay. I think it's gonna look adorable no matter what. There's that one, and then one more. Now this one has a ton. I really should be washing these stamps in between for ease of doing a quick video here. I'm not. But now this one has a whole bunch of leaves. So I'm gonna go ahead and stamp all of these and just speed up the video while I do that. There, I think we have them all. That was a lot of leaves on that one. So let's go ahead and put this card together. So as always, we're gonna grab the dimensionals. This is a pretty big piece here, so I'm gonna put these out on all the ends, and we'll stick one in the middle. Don't want it sagging in the middle on us. And go ahead and add, you guys should see the mess I'm making here. Go ahead and put that like so. Now remember, in this kit, you get to make 3 of each one of the cards. So it's 15 cards total. So let's do that. And this one, we're going to do the just a note again. So yes, I am a very sloppy stamper. And you can see I have got ink everywhere. I think I'm gonna, after this one, clean. Now look at that. I did not stamp that very well, but that's okay. We got 2 sides to every one of these labels. That's why you always stamp before you put anything together. And we're gonna stamp that one better. There we go. Again, I need to go clean that stamp off in these stamps. So this one as well has a navy piece of cardstock, little banner that is going to go underneath there, so we can stick that on like so. So just use that Scotch tape, and then you can go ahead and use dimensionals and stick that on there. And let's peel these off. You know, this kit would be a perfect kit if you've got some girlfriends you want to get together with and stamp. Everybody order their own kit, and you could spend a fun evening with maybe a cocktail or a glass of wine and make cards. So there's that. Let's add our bow, and then we just have one more card to do. Then we're going to come back and we're going to put embellishments on all of the cards. Add our little glue dot, and we'll peel that off. I really like those glue dots. I wish we could buy those just in sheets like that. Okay, there is that one. Let me take a second and clean up, and then I'll be back to do the 5th card. Okay, here's the card base for card number 5. Now you can see how messy my grid paper is. This is exactly why I love to stamp on grid paper. For one, it gives me some cushion, especially when using the photopolymer stamps where you don't have that rubber cushion in there. But all of these, I was going off that cardstock a little bit where these images were, so you need some scrap paper down there. Oh, there's that one. Here is the printed piece for this. Now this one, there's not stamps for these big images, but the kit shows where they just added the stamping onto the leaves, and it just gets a little bit of a pop going there. So we can do that. I don't know, that little piece of citrus there might fit, but I think I like it with just the leaves stamped. And then what it did is there's also the little tiny flower stamp. And then we can kind of fill in here in a few places. You don't want to put too many because it just makes it too cluttered, I guess. So we put a few of those flowers there. And then we're going to come here and do our dimensionals. Again, we got a pretty big piece. So we're going to do 4 corners and the middle on that one. And then we'll stamp our greeting, put our bow on, and it's going to be embellishment time. So let's see see here how this one is going to go. I guess it doesn't matter. You could spin this however you like. We're going to go a little bit over to the left. And then for our greeting on this one, we're going to use the way to go. And again, interchange them if you want. Okay. Now, this stamp set is super adorable. There are some great greetings. Those little citrus pieces are super cute. I'm going to actually use this stamp set in another video coming up in the next month or so, just to show you how when you buy a card kit, you still have a stamp set when you're done. And I'm going to give you some ideas for using the stamp set without having, you know, the card kit pieces with it. Okay, same thing, way to go. And then we're going to put on the little Night of Navy piece behind it. So we'll stick that down. And dimensionals, like so. Peel those off. And let's see, let's go ahead and we'll just kind of stick that where we want that. You know, this is a good example here because I have dimensionals on this, so it's raised up from there. I have dimensionals on here, it's raised up. A dimensional way out at this side, I'm going to actually double that dimensional because if it's going to go down on that card base, we need it raised up so it's, you know, level with everything else. Hope that makes sense. Otherwise, it would be kind of sagging down on that right side. Now it's popped up all the way there. And then we'll do our bow. Hope that's the scrap. Okay, there's number 5. Now let's bring in all 5 of them so we can add our embellishment. The embellishments that come with these kits are these adorable little, it's almost a vellum flower, but they're almost a little more plastic. They're pretty heavy, I guess I'll call them. Look at how messy I am, you guys. This is normal for me. Now, to put these embellishments on, what you're going to do again is use these little glue dots, and we're going to just stick one there. We can pop it up, and then put about 3, I would say, on each card. They're very subtle. Okay, you can't, I don't know how much you're actually seeing them on the video, but they really do add just like a little sparkle. They have a little sheen to them. They do dress our card up quite a bit. So let's go ahead and stick 3 on there. And now that card's completed. Now I would go through, if I was making this kit, I'd have all 15 cards here. And now I would just sit here and go through and put the little flowers on all of them. But instead of doing that on video, I'm going to grab the 5 cards I finished before I started doing the video and show them to you. So here we go. Here's one we stamped the fruit, but there you can see our 3 little flowers and the way to go. But you can just see how much that adds, just that extra special little touch. And there's our Hello Sunshine. But aren't these pretty when you flip through them and you see all the cards at one time? These, I don't know if you can see them, but they're down here on the card base. So there you go. The Simply Citrus all-inclusive card kit makes 15 cards. Like I said, great stamp set. I'll be back in about a month or so with the stamp set showing you how you can use it without the kit. So I hope you like this. As always, if you have questions, reach out to me. I'm here to help you with all your stamping and quick and easy card making. So I look forward to sharing with you again real soon. Have a stamp happy day.